Thank you very much. Well, ozone, you hear a lot about it in the Baton Rouge area when we talk about the weather and air quality. Now the Environmental Protection Agency wants to lower the ozone standards. It's a move that's raising red flags among many in Congress, including Baton Rouge Congressman Bill Cassidy, who joins us this morning. Great to see you, Bill.
Hey, JP. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's talk about that ozone. You're going for a field briefing today. Tell us, why are you concerned about this?
The impact upon families and their jobs is potentially tremendous. It's suggested that these latest regulations would cost Louisiana as many as 325,000 jobs. That nationwide it could be $25 billion to implement. Now, those are working families who perhaps no longer have their construction job or their manufacturing job. One example, the top 10 manufacturing industries in Louisiana will be affected. If you work in one of those top 10 industries, your job could be on the bubble if they have to downsize or move overseas because of these regulations.
Now, you and Senator Vitter, I think, are going to a field briefing today. Tell us what's going to happen there.
Yeah, we're going to hear from experts, if you will, as to the potential impact upon our state. One example, Sherry LaBaugh will be there. She's our Director of Department of Transportation. Now, if we are not in attainment, so to speak, this is what the EPA defines, then we no longer get National Highway Transportation Funds. There's not money for interstate expansion or building new interstates. So again, if you travel on those interstates, if your job depends upon it, or if you construct them, you could lose your job. So Secretary LaBaugh will be speaking to us about that.
Yeah, this has been an ongoing battle over the years, in terms of attainment and whether the federal government would pull money, highway money or not. And with these lower standards, you're saying there's a potential that they could pull a lot more.
Yeah, there's a fairly dramatic lowering from 75 parts per billion down to 60. And their goal is, they say, to improve health. But statistics show that if a family has a job and has a higher income, they are healthier. If a family is poor, they are less healthy, independent of what EPA regulations are. So these EPA regulations on paper, oh my gosh, less ozone. In reality, there'll be fewer jobs. And working families who are struggling the most right now will be the greatest impact. I just don't think it's good for our families.
Let's talk a little bit about immigration, because I know Governor Jindal and Colonel Edmondson were down there yesterday seeing firsthand the situation, the crisis on the border. You and I talked not too long ago because you presented a bill that was voted in the House, but now everybody's on recess. We just saw a story about unproductive Congress. You're going to get that when you go into your town hall meetings. People are going, whether or not they support you or not, they're going to say, what's up with Congress? Why won't we do anything about immigration?
I think there's, just let's take the broader issue. There's 358 bills, I think, that the House has passed and sent over to Senator Reid, the democratically controlled Senate. And the president doesn't like our bills. One, for example, would force the building of Keystone XL pipeline. The president doesn't like it. Senator Reid doesn't like it. So the Senate has become a rubber stamp for Barack Obama. There's 348 different bills. One, for example, would expand drilling in the Outer Continental Shelf. Speaking of creating jobs for working families, both the Keystone XL pipeline and expansion of drilling in the OCS would create jobs for working families. Reid won't bring it up. Our own senator, Senator Landrieu, supports Harry Reid in all this. And so if they don't bring it up, it doesn't get considered, and Congress is considered not productive. But again, 358 bills have been sent there, sitting there, nothing happening.
Well, we could talk about this for a long time as well as other issues, but it's great to see you. I know you're on recess, but you have a number of meetings while you're home.
We're hustling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Cassidy joined us this morning. Thanks, Bill.